What's up, YouTube? So I was asked how good was the Tony Orlando and Dawn show, which came out back in the day. Um, it was middle of the road. It was kind of like similar to Sonny and Cher, but Tony Orlando had a cool vibe about him. There's something about middle of the road that if it's done right, you can take milk toasty, corny, and not cringe. Because I don't think he was cringy. Everybody was trying a variety show, trying to act, trying a group thing. Now, what really got Tony Orlando and Dawn over was tie a yellow ribbon around the old tree. That was a huge song. I didn't know at the time what it meant growing up as a kid because no one said nothing. It was just a catchy song. I still remember Ralph Carter, Michael Evans on Good Time singing it when he had a little too much to drink. And it just basically meant if a guy was locked up, the woman was still interested. Had a yellow ribbon was tied around the tree, just a sign of saying, "Remember me, and when I get out, I'll be back," and that's the spot. So I didn't know all the ramifications of that back then. It was a little bit of over my head, not knowing, but it was a catchy song, and I had a nice corny chug along groove to it. But Tony Orlando was a pretty cool dude. I mean, I thought he had some interesting things going for him. He was a cat that had a hand in helping Freddie Prince Sr. out, even though unfortunately everything with Freddie Prince Sr. And that's one of the reasons how I remembered it. And I remember watching it. Thelma Hopkins, who went on to do Family Matters and had other successes, was on the show. So it was, it's not always, I don't know, you're looking for something to jump out and think that it's going to be so distinctive. But if it happens to hang around in a particular time period, it kind of sticks to you a little bit. I don't think it was the worst variety show, not the best, but it had some moments. That's all you can ask for. We're not really into, happen to be super duper heavy. So sometimes it's just a matter of just having something that, you can just kind of enjoy for what it is. It doesn't have to be a deep personal thought. But it was a good enough show that it got renewed and that people liked it enough. And it was cool that, they had a group, vocal group, and it was talented and they were able to, be catchy for a moment. Um, he one of those cats though that was real cool though. Everybody and more people I know like Tony Orlando, was understood what his role was. It wasn't overblown. It was just right. And sometimes you just need something that's kind of light and easy and not, you know, over the top, overbearing that you can appreciate. So I thought the show was all right at the time. I mean, obviously you could look back and you might say, oh, this was this and this was that. But at the time, it was popping enough where it was cool. So I thought he was, good entertainer. And I thought Dawn, I really dug them together. And TV like anything else is a copycat situation. So if you find something that can kind of connect, you're gonna definitely lean on it and see where it leads. And if it meant something, it'll be something. If it ain't meant nothing, then just shake it, leave it alone. So that's kind of how I was with it. So I thought that was really cool. And yeah, I watched the show, and I think I said it was for entertainment sakes, no more, no less. But it was enough that it definitely fulfilled, for avoiding the time. So, anyway, please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another and share if you like and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm all time. Peace.